So, as you guys know, I'm a short guy. I'm 5'7", and I've moved to Vietnam also mainly because the people are so different and the body sizes and everything, are kind of more like me. So I felt like might be a good. At first, I went to Thailand and then Vietnam, but Vietnam is also like the culture and everything and the people. I think more kind of I even would be here just for the culture and like just for the vibe and the ambiente. Let's see why I refused the Geomax. Shout out to Chad with Maxing again. I reacted to another video before. I really want to push this channel. It's a good channel. This is interesting. Why I refused the Geomax as a short guy. I don't know. Like you could Geomax, but it's like you're still short. I don't know. Let's see.
Everyone says if you're short,
but like now it's globalized. Yeah, now it's globalized. It's still hard. It's still like pretty much the same. It's a little better, but
just leave. Move to Asia, move to South America, go where you're tall. But here's the truth. Geomaxing isn't the magic fix it used to be.
Yeah.
Not for most guys.
Facts.
Not anymore, at least. And
Yeah.
in this video, I'll explain why. And why it's especially not right for me in particular.
Yeah.
A lot of men seem to have this fantasy that they've built up about geomaxing and being a passport bro. They've created this illusion based on the success stories that they've seen, the survivorship bias of the guys who years ago went to the Philippines and came back with a cute little lady and made her his wife. These passport bros love to claim that it's just so much easier to find a girlfriend abroad and how terrible Western women are and how the women over there are more
kind of is
traditional.
though. It kind of is though. It kind of is. Wait a second. I can tell you guys, like I've had a little bit more success, but like I've also tried more because I'm like older and have more experience, but it's just I don't know. It's also the fact that you're kind of more interesting,
etc. And they do have a lot of credence with those points. But a lot of those ideas are kind of outdated. I mean,
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
had 20 years of progress with the internet
Sure.
and social media, and a lot of these women from these other countries are a lot
Yeah, on
different than
TikTok,
they used to be.
yeah.
I get these kind of comments on TikTok all the time from people who don't really know me. They say,
Bro, if you're that upset about being short, just move to South America. Just move to the Philippines or Southeast Asia, and you'll be taller than everybody there.
No,
they say,
bro. Average height in here in like even like in Southeast Asia, average height as a man is like 5'8" or 5'7".
oh, you can get this hot Latina or hot little Asian girl and she'll worship you because you're a white man. But the harsh reality is,
It's over,
things
bro.
have changed. First and foremost, the competition for geomaxing and being a passport bro has just exploded in the last several years.
Yeah.
It's become trendy, it's gone viral. But the truth is, most of the time, you're not going to find a girl who loves you. You're finding a girl who's trying to escape poverty and a bad situation. These countries have
Yeah, I mean,
become
if you go for
swamped
yeah.
with tons of white men going over there trying to find a woman to bring back home because the Western dating market is so completely
I mean,
fucked.
it's okay if you're broke too. Like if you're both broke, I guess.
But with all of this competition, you're no longer as special as you used to be. Just because you're above average height in that country doesn't mean that you're above
Still no.
average value.
You're not.
Almost all the attractive bachelorettes in these countries happen to be in the upper class of their communities, and their families are very strict about who they choose as a mate. A lot of these places
Yeah,
like
they-
to use marriages
They want to they want to go more for locals because it's safer.
as a diplomatic alliance. One powerful family allying with another. And these other guys that are from aristocratic families, they usually are also far more attractive and taller than the average person that lives there. You're competing with people who grew up in the area, who are familiar with the culture, who know the language perfectly,
Yep.
and a lot of these women can't relate as well to someone who hasn't grown up in their local area. These women's families do not see you as an upgrade. They see you as an outsider, because these women really do care about pleasing their families.
Yeah.
You might think, oh, it's only the less attractive, shorter white guys who are going to these countries seeking love. But you gotta remember that
Nah,
a
bro,
big
that's
reason why this is happening is because Western men are upset with the attitudes of Western women. And that includes men who are considered high value and highly attractive. So not only are you having to compete with the local aristocrats who their families want them to marry, but you also have to compete with the more attractive, taller guys who are now trying out this geomaxing passport bro thing because they want a feminine homemaker who they can raise children with. Now let's say best case scenario, you've got money and you go over there and you find someone who's exactly how you're looking for, and then you take her back home to live with you and you walk her about town.
Like real, if you have like a real woman from Southeast Asia, they don't even want to come home. Like they want to stay.
And she slowly takes a look at all the other guys and she goes on dating apps and she starts to realize, just like these Western women.
Yeah, slowly. Oh, he's not actually, you know, there's, it's like they can go on TikTok and slowly, oh my guy is actually not that.
Oh my god, there are so many better options here than this guy. And you think that just because they come from another country that they're not going to be influenced by the media and the culture?
It's crazy.
It is very likely, and it happens all the time, that these men bring these women back to America, and these women just used them as a means to an end, to have a place to live, to have an opportunity to immigrate and become a citizen of the United States. And once she's achieved all those things, she's no longer interested. She's going to go and match up with the tall guy on Tinder just like the rest of them. So then you say, okay, well then I'll just move there and we'll just
do it all over
live
again
together for the rest of our lives so that I don't have to worry about competing with all these men back home. First of all, you got to remember that there are way more tall, attractive white guys going to these countries now. Now let's say in an
Okay, he sounds smart, but he's repeating himself.
ideal situation, you don't have to worry about any competition and everything goes swimmingly. So you move there with her, everything's going great, but you ended up actually giving up a lot. Because when you move from a first world country to a third world country, you're settling for lower levels of healthcare.
I mean, there's third world countries, definitely, like, they don't even exist anymore. That's only, like, only third world countries, maybe in some African regions, but...
income, worse regulations
definitely
on
not
health
Asia
and
and
safety and pollution, fewer opportunities. Now you might say, oh,
Well, I'll just have a remote job.
but what if your remote job lays you off? You're gonna have a really hard time finding a new, well-paying opportunity because a lot of these companies want to hire someone who's at least in the same time zone or not too much of a difference. Now, even if you've got the best
Bro,
job,
got even me
everyone
thinking
wants to
about
hire
reality.
You still
Crazy.
got to deal with worse health care. So you better not get sick. Now, in case you don't know, I'm just under 5'4". I'm 5'3.5" or 162 centimeters. And even if I were to go to a country where the average height of a woman is 5 feet tall, those women are still going to see me as lesser than all the guys that they see on Instagram towering over models and having a six-pack and looking like a living god. They know what they're missing, even if it's not in the area. Now, if you like what you're hearing so far, if any of this resonates with you,
I think
please
that's
be
bad.
sure to leave a like, because I'm struggling to grow this channel, and I need your help. Now, on
Wait,
to
let's
next
see. I
issue.
think I have more videos than you, bro. But yeah, obviously I record every day two videos. Wait, only... I have like 300 videos, but... I mean, it's cool that, yeah, I guess like... The value lays in, like, I just like to document and do it daily. So that's why the videos are not perfect every day, but I'll do a channel where the videos are like this, you know, put the truth. Okay, yeah.
issue. These are the reasons why geomaxing fails short guys in particular. First of all, if you find an attractive young woman in a country like this, you gotta remember, if she wanted a short man, she'd be with one already. You are not that hot commodity that you would have been 15 years ago. Because the Western dating market has gotten so bad for all men, whether you're a Chad or a Chud, it's not just shorter guys going to these countries anymore. You've got men of all calibers, and you're competing with all of them as well. You're not tall in her mind. You're tall compared to the men in her country. There's a big difference. So yeah, she may date you, but in the end, she's settling. All you are to her is a visa ticket, not an object of desire. Now, I make a lot of TikToks
It's good,
and
it's good
YouTube
though. Like,
videos.
I mean, everything kind of is, right? You have like, if visa is the motivation factor, and you can get her pregnant by that. The main goal is, the main objective is always making kids, right? And if like that's the one-time thing, right? So you don't need constant love, you just need kids, okay? And if you can make those kids happen, do it anyway. Do it in all matters. If she gets a visa for that, it's okay, you know.
pointing out the disadvantages of being short, and that makes a lot of people think that I hate being short, and they want to give me advice, and they comment on my posts all the time, telling me to either get leg lengthening surgery or to geomax, and I always have the same reaction, and I want to put the issue to bed once and for all with this video. These are the unique reasons why I specifically refuse to geomax, especially in Central American, South American, or Southeast Asian country. First and foremost, I am not into short women. Those petite little Asian girls, I'm sorry, I don't want to be offensive, but they look a little bit too adolescent to me.
What does that mean, like children or what?
You know,
I mean, who cares?
if they're over 18 and that's your thing, that's fine. It's consensual, but I find it very unappealing. I want a woman who's taller,
yeah, no,
stronger, and willing to be dominant. And I know
that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But
this is an
it's, you know, it's your evolution. You know, you become that way of like being. You know, it's like
popular opinion, and most guys disagree with me. But I actually find it attractive when a woman is ambitious, runs a business, has a successful career. I like that boss babe energy. It's just
you like it. You like it because it's, you know, because you have made the experiences you have made. You know,
dominant vibe. You know, the idea that not only does she tower over me and humiliate me physically, but she also does it socially.
Yeah, we're definitely on the bisexual spectrum here.
And financially. I'm not a traditional kind of guy. If anything, I kind of like a bit more of a role reversal type thing. And I'm not...
That's crazy. Wait a second. I think my dad is a little bit of that.
Not really like focused on having kids. Like if she really wants...
No, having kids is number one.
...to have kids and really wants them with my genes, well, I guess I'll give her that.
Nah, bro, you've lost the motivation to... Bro, that's too much, bro. Come on, bro. You got... Nah, bro. You're dead, bro. Wake up, bro. Come on.
My dream girl would be head and shoulders above me, both metaphorically and literally. I need a woman that I can look up to, who looks down on me, who makes me feel like I'm the little girl. And
that's crazy, bro. That's crazy tech right here. Actually, that's crazy. Crazy. Yeah.
And like she's my mommy, and I can just cuddle up in her shoulder.
That's also like, you know, I can get it, you know, but like that's like when, like, I don't want to give that up yet, you know. I don't want to, like, you know, I still want to, like, as long as you keep that man inside of you, keep it. If you can't, you're gonna you take this route, which is also, you know, a route to take because it's the only opportunity. It's probably the best way to stay happy.
Be enveloped by her long, powerful arms, have her wrap herself around me, make me feel safe and warm and protected. I just want to surrender.
It's okay. I feel it. I understand it.
All the power to her. I want to be the submissive one. And I want her to have all the power, both physically and socially. And I can just be her cute little lapdog, whose only purpose is to get pets and massage her feet and be her little servant. And you're probably thinking, oh, that's disgusting. Oh, that's cope. That's
yeah, it is. It is cope, though.
Unnatural. Part of the reason why I love it is that it's unnatural. And you might think this is so weird, but if you really want to get in the backstory of why I am the way I am, you can watch my previous video called Why I Love Being Short. But all in all, there are actually tangible benefits if you're a short guy to being like me. But if you can actually find a tall, confident woman who actually likes smaller guys, who prioritizes your face and thinks that you're cute and attractive and beautiful, you are much less likely to have that problem of her leaving you for the next tall guy who comes around. And you can rest assured that if a woman who's a lot taller than you chooses you, she's not settling. It's actual desire. Because as a short guy, if you're only going for shorter women and those women are just looking for a guy who's taller than them, it's much more likely that those women, because they're still looking for that traditional big man, small woman height dynamic in the relationship, they're going to see you as someone they're settling for. Now, I'm not saying I would never geomax, ever. If I made a lot of money, I probably would geomax. But I wouldn't geomax in the countries that most people do. I would go to the Netherlands or Germany. countries with the
What?
tallest women on earth.
Okay, that's crazy.
You might say, oh, why the hell would those
I'm from Germany.
women want you? The fact is that
Yeah, in Germany, I don't know.
a lot of these European women, especially from Central Europe, not the UK,
Let's see.
are a lot more open to non-traditional relationships.
Yeah, maybe in Berlin, but they're all mentally, like, they're not really.
They don't really care as much about what everybody else thinks about them being with a short guy. For example, I met this 6'2" German girl at the San Francisco Ferry Building in 2019, and we just hit it off immediately, and she was so kind, and she embraced me, and we spent 2 weekends traveling together all over the city, and we would cuddle on the bench and compare our hands and feet. We arm
But
wrestled.
that's scared. But that would literally kind of like my proudness, right? That would hurt my saying. I don't know, like.
Compared our strength. It's just an unforgettable experience, and I would never have gotten to have that with an American girl, at least as far as I know. If you're a tall American girl and you would be willing to do something like that with me,
Hit me up.
prove me wrong and let me know in the comments. Most men want to tower over their partner, but I want my partner to tower over me and to like it. This isn't just about height.
Okay, bro.
It's about chasing a fantasy instead of the truth. And it doesn't just apply to short guys either. For any average Western man, it is going to be much harder to geomax or be a passport bro.
Okay, thank you. Like, cool video.
In this, you deserve someone. Well, I'd like.
I think I have an interesting title for this video. See you guys.